Hello everybody and welcome to another knife review. Today we'll be talking about the Spyderco Persian, which is the knife in the middle with the red handles there. Feel free to pause the videos during the size comparisons, and of course the specs are off to the left hand side. I'm going to go ahead and move on, so let's go ahead and move this all out of the way here. Alright, we'll do one more size comparison, and that would be to the palm of my hand. And as you can tell, it's a rather large knife. There's no way I'm concealing this in the palm of my hand. It's actually pretty heavy too, so go and check out the ergonomics on this knife. Now, first of all, if you'll notice the very nice curves and swells in the handle itself, and this allows the user to pretty much gain perfect hold on the knife. You know, every single time. It's got the nice trail here, the swells here to fill up your hands, and then the tail end of it curves out, you know, to prevent your hands from sliding back too much when you're doing a thrust cut, or just just regular cutting basically. Now, the one thing you will notice first thing on this knife when you hold it is the fact that it lacks jimping anywhere, which to me signifies that they're trying to go for more of a dress knife, I guess, more gentleman's folder, if you will. Because not only that, but the G10 is extremely smooth. I mean, there's like no traction whatsoever on this G10. Again, that screams to me dress knife. But if you look at the knife itself, overall, it looks like a very, very tactical style knife. It's got the wicked curves and a nice broad sweep on the blade here. I mean, you could easily use this as a tactical knife. But I'll let you know about my final thoughts here in a second. But I'm going to zoom in really quick, and we'll show you some more details about this knife here. Okay, so first off, let's show off the tail end of the knife here. So first off, we have the lanyard hole here, which is very nice. It's not too big, but you can still thread something through it. It's going to be just large enough for you to put like some 550 cord through it if you wanted to. Just a huge back spacer, and of course it's not open at all because of the back spacer, and of course the back lock takes up the rest of the spine of the handle here. So pretty much cleaning out this knife is going to be impossible, I would say, just because it's also pin construction as well, so there's no way to take apart this knife. So while we're here on the back side, I'll give you a shot of the pocket clip here. The one thing I like about the pocket clip is the overall sheer size of it. I mean, sure, it's probably overkill, but it's kind of nice. This will definitely hold on to your pockets and will not come out. So nice high polish there. You can remove the pocket clip off if you don't like it. But it is not reversible. So you're gonna have to settle for tip up, just right-handed carry only. So let me give you a nice close shot of the Red G10 here. Let me camera focus here. Come on, there we go. Okay, so as I move it in close, you can tell it's very, very smooth. You can see a little bit of markings in there, but again, you can't feel this, by the way. This is just all smooth right here. So like I said, this Red G10 is kind of translucent. I know my camera is not going to capture it, but see, you can see the little kind of dots and designs in there, but again, it's all smooth. There's no texture whatsoever. And here's a close-up of the lock with the blade dent on there. And as I mentioned, there's no jimping, so on the back of the spine, you can tell it's completely smooth. There's no jimping underneath the choil as well. Excuse me. So we move on to the blade here. It does say Spyderco VG10 on this side of the blade. There's your Spyderco bug there, which I can't really get into focus here. Nice large spidey hole opening for deployment. Hollow ground. It starts rather low in the middle of the blade, which is great. So it provides more thickness toward the spine of the blade here. On the back, it says Japan. And here is Ed Shemp's logo here. As somebody mentioned, it looks like a pot leaf, but actually upon closer inspection is not a pot leaf. So I don't remember who wrote that on my comments there, but that was pretty funny actually. Knife is wickedly sharp, as all Spydercos come. And what really sets this knife apart is these very beautiful steel bolsters. I mean, it just adds that little touch of elegance to the knife. Completely. I mean, anything that you put bolsters on, in my opinion, just adds that nice elegance to a knife. So very, very beautiful. Good job, Spyderco, on that. So let me go and zoom out really quick here. And first off, I'm going to show you how this thing cuts. So, and as any Spyderco, I expect this to be razor sharp. Look at that. No drag. Cuts through it just like butter. So, very, very sharp knife. The one thing I like about this knife too is the lock, and I think Orimoto mentioned it in his review as well. You know, that when you go to depress the lock, you know, a lot of Spyderco knives you can just kind of drop it like this and the blade will drop down. This will not drop down at all. It takes a lot of force. You know, in fact, you have to close this knife with 2 hands, otherwise you're going to cut yourself. So I don't know if they did that on purpose or whatnot, just as a safety reason or a safety precaution, but you have to use 2 hands to shut this knife, because after you press it and you go to push it, you can feel the lock going down even deeper, which basically is like, so watch, my thumb can only press the lock down this far, right? Watch, when I push down on the blade here, watch the lock. So you see a lock recess even more? So basically your thumb can't get all the way in there. So it needs to go in that much more before the blade will actually start closing. So again, I don't know why they did that. It could be a safety precaution, who knows, but I really like that. Very nice, you know, so the blade won't easily fold on you. All right. Let me go and show you how it rides in the pocket here. So I have a piece of leather, and you can tell that it is not exactly a low ride knife. So a lot of it will stick out. So especially with the bright red handles, someone will definitely be able to see this knife, you know, especially if you're wearing like dark colored clothing like this black piece of leather. But so take that out of there. All right. Okay, well, on to my final thoughts. So first off, I want to say this knife to me, in terms of style, is kind of like a hybrid knife, if you will. Because it's totally a tactical in nature to me, shape-wise. The, you know, broad sweeping blade, you know, awesome aggressive styling of the handle. But then, you know, there's no traction on the G10. There's no jimping on the back of the you know, blade spine there. I mean, it almost feels like they're trying to make a tactical dress knife, if you will. I mean, it's really nice, you know, it's really beautiful to look at, but of course it's deadly, you know, in the right hands, you know. So I think they're trying to make a little hybrid style knife here, just with that. So if you guys happen to come across this knife anywhere, I would highly recommend you to buy it. I mean, this knife would look beautiful next to anyone's collection, you know, if you're a collector. If you're a user, this knife is, I think, is very, very useful. You know, the broad sweep of the blade, great for cutting. It comes to a nice point, so it's great for piercing. You know, the aggressive ergonomics of the handle here is, you know, you can provide a lot of good grip, you know, or at least very good grip for the smoothest of the handles, that is, and you can still be able to use it in a tactical defensive situation, you know, if you need be. So regardless if you're going to be using it as a user or putting it in your collection, I think this should be, you know, would be right in anyone's collection, in my opinion. So but you know, if you guys want to check out another review, I want you to go check out a buddy of mine. That'd be Orimoto, and he has an excellent review on this exact same knife, and you can listen to his views and his opinions about it as well. So he's got some great stuff to say about it. So all right, well, great. I'd like to thank everybody for watching and for taking the time to check out my vids, and I will catch you guys all in the next one. All right, so take care. Bye.